have a competition this Saturday and I want to achieve the best results possible. So here's a complete guide on how to prepare for a competition. First up, let's talk about packing your bag. So the first thing that you need to pack your bag is your bag. I have the Cubicle backpack. It is an amazing backpack and I love using it. It's super great for storing cubes. It's an amazing bag overall. For going to a cubing competition, you don't need a specific cubing backpack. I just like this backpack because it works really great for me. But honestly, any backpack works. I've actually never taken this to a competition because I got it just recently. So this will be my first competition. But any bag works. Let's just unzip it right here. All right. And so I'm going to Spokane Winter 2023. And here are the events. I'll put them on screen. There's 3x3, Pyraminx, Scube, Megaminx, and 3 blind. So I don't do 3 blind or Megaminx, so I'm not bringing cubes for either of those, except 3 blind. All you need is a 3x3. But whatever, I just don't do those events. And if you can see in this back corner over here, I have all my cubes. Pretty much I always start off by taking at least like 5 3x3s. That seems like a little excessive, but I really like bringing many 3x3s to show to other people and try it out. So this is the WRM V9 right here. This is my main 3x3 and I'm just gonna put it right here. And then I always have a backup main, so this is the WRM V9 as well. And then this is the RS3M V5. This is an amazing cube. This is probably my backup if I lose both of those somehow. And then I decided I would bring a Tornado V3. And then an RS3M Super is never a bad cube to have around. So I just pack my bag like this, just laying out the cubes right here. The next important thing to bring is a stack mat. We're gonna just slide it in right here in the back over here. And then for this mat, I'll also slide it in back here. The next major thing that I think is a total plus for bringing is lubricants. So it's really hard to store these lubricants inside this bag without like just getting them everywhere. So right here, these GAN bags right here work perfect for putting these lubes inside of. Perfect. Let's grab the Angstrom and put it inside. And once we're done, we just zip it up and we can just set it right inside here with the cube. I also forgot an extra screwdriver never hurts, so throw that in with the lubes. In the past when I mained GAN cubes, I used to bring this, but I don't really main GAN cubes anymore, but we'll just throw it in here just in case. And then a little rag, always really nice, just for wiping the sweat off your hands, or if you need to wipe down your cubes if you re-lube them. Now, this is the most underrated thing to bring for competitions, and it is hand warmers. So these are electronic hand warmers, and these ones are really nice because they get warm really fast, but normal hand warmers also work great. These hand warmers right here also work amazing. Bring that just in case my hand warmers die. So this is just a general guideline of what to bring. You can obviously bring more or less of what you want. So just put that in right here and we'll zip it up. I also bring my computer. There we go. Also, make sure to bring water, as water keeps you hydrated and makes you solve good for longer periods of time. All right, here's the backpack. Let's try it on. So it's really nice. It's nice and light because I don't have too many things inside of it. So it'll be really great for carrying around at the competition. Perfect. All right, let's talk about the week leading up to the competition, specifically your practice. So I've actually created a schedule that I'm going to share with you guys in a second, but first we're going to talk about one thing, and that's the rule of thumb. So the rule of thumb is always use stack mat. So you don't always have to use stack mat, but the week leading up to the competition, you have to. So I'm going to segue into a quick story. So pretty much at my first competition, I didn't use a lot of stack mat beforehand, and I ended up DNFing twice because I didn't start the timer. So yes, I did own stack mats, but the thing was I wasn't used to using it because I didn't use it at home. So before my solves, I would start to panic and I would forget to start the timer. Also, if you don't end up practicing with StackMat, you might have some weird timer stops, and it's also just nicer to be more comfortable with something you've never used before. So make sure in this week leading up to the competition, you're always using StackMat because it will actually get you that much faster. Alright, now that I have shared with you the rule of thumb, let's get into the schedule. So I'm gonna post it on screen right now, which you actually can't see because we're gonna go through it day by day. So the first day is Sunday. So Sunday, the week before the competition, you're gonna do a lot of fast turning solves where you forcefully turn faster than normal. The reason why I want you to do this is so it sets a pace for the rest of the week. It'll make you so you'll have better turning for the rest of the week and you'll be in the mindset to turn fast. Next day is Monday, which you will do slow solves so you could develop your look ahead. If you can get your look ahead good and your turning good, that sets a really good outlook for the rest of the week. Tuesday, you're now just gonna do normal solves, do whatever you want, and also throw in normal solves throughout the week just to make sure that you're getting your solves down so you're most prepared for the competition. Wednesday, you're going to do alg checks, making sure you know all your algs. So I would recommend going on to jperm.net, either drilling your OLLs, PLLs, COLLs, and then let's say you use ZBLL, you do best site ever, drill your ZBLLs, and in this way you make sure you know all of your algorithms. So if you get a case that you're not as familiar with, if you drill it beforehand, you can make sure you know it. So at the competition, you end up doing it really well. So Thursday and Friday, the last 2 days before the competition. So these are the most important days. So Thursday, you're not gonna do any timed solves. You're barely even gonna cube that day. If you want, you can just do a couple solves that are untimed. Make sure to work on your look ahead and your turning. But this way, you're well rested for the competition. And Friday, you're not gonna do any solves. Don't touch the cube once. And I have a quick reason for this. At the competition, you do so many solves, probably even in the thousands, because all you're doing is cubing all day and having fun. If you do solves the Friday before, you end up getting too tired to do any solves the day of the competition. This is advice that I've taken from lots of people, including JPerm, Luke Greiser, and even myself. Another example is that championships that last multiple days, people are significantly more tired on the last couple days and solve worse because they're so drained out from the previous days. So the only thing I ask of you to do on Friday is to actually watch Fast Cuber solve. So it puts you in the mindset of solving fast and it makes you solve way better. What I noticed is when I watch Monkey League, I talked about this in my last video, so go watch that after this, is that whenever I watch it, I tend to replicate the solving style of the people I'm watching, which makes me actually solve better. So this is a cool little trick that I would recommend you to try, and it would help your solves a ton. If you want a copy of the schedule, I'll have the link in the description. You can go download it right now. And yeah, this will be super beneficial to your competition solves. Alright guys, let's talk about goals. So goals are one of the most important things when going to a competition because that's how you know what you want to get, and when you accomplish those goals, it's one of the greatest feelings ever. So take a look at this. I created this document on Google Docs on how to set goals for a competition, and we're going to fill it out together. So it will be in the description of the video. I recommend printing it out whenever you're going to go to a competition. And yeah, let's just fill it out. First up, the comp name, I'm going to Spokane Winter 2023, so let's write that down. Alright, sorry if my handwriting is kind of bad, but we'll just have to bear with it, but you guys will love filling out this sheet yourselves. So at this competition, as I showed earlier, there's 3x3, Pyraminx, and Scube, and those are the events I'm competing in. There's also Megaminx and Blind, which I'm not competing in. Alright, now that I got the events filled out, let's start filling out this stuff right here. So it says for blank, so that's the event. My goal is to get a blank single and a blank average and get blank place. So let's start it off with 3x3. For 3x3, I really want a sub 6 single. And then for average, I really want a sub 7 average, which I've been working for this for a long time because a sub 7 average would place me well into the top like 150 in the world, and I'd be super happy if I got this. And at this competition, I am actually hoping to win it because I have been averaging pretty fast recently and I'm second on the psych sheet. Alright, then we'll proceed with writing these out for the rest of the events. Alright, I finished filling out my events, so there's my goals right there. And then for this last box down here, I will reward myself with, and of course I love cubes, so it'd probably be best to reward myself with cubes. So I will reward myself with a cube for every goal that I accomplish. If you flip the page over, there's one thing about rules that I just want to go over. So rules 1, 2, and 3 are pretty much about your goals. So rule 1 is set high goals that are achievable. If you set too low of goals, they're going to be too easy to beat and you won't push yourself hard enough, which is the second goal. Always push yourself to do better. Don't go for bare minimum, always do better. And number 3, get as many PRs as possible, because more PRs the better, and getting PRs is great. But number 4 is talking a little bit more about the results. If you don't hit your goals, don't be upset by it, because number 5 says having fun comes before results. And what I realized is if I focus too much on my goals, I'm not going to have as much fun at the competition, which means I won't be satisfied with what I did there. If I have fun at the competition, then I'll be satisfied with the competition and I'll be very happy. So yeah, that's the goals template. Go check it out in the description. Go print it out for your next competition and make sure to have fun with it. The night before your competition is one of the biggest contributing factors to what your results will be like in the competition. So coincidentally, it is the night before my competition, which is tomorrow, so today is Friday. So here are a couple tips that you should put into effect to get better competition results. So first off, you need to go to bed early. So I go to bed at either 10:30 to 11 o'clock. So tonight I'm going to try to go to bed at either 9:30 or 10. I feel like it's common knowledge at this point that if you go to bed early, you do better at whatever you're going to do the next morning as you are well rested and feel better. What I notice when I go to competitions is I can't sleep the night before. So if I get ready to go to bed earlier, that means it will be easier for me to go to bed because I'm not going to bed as late. So the second tip is to preoccupy yourself with other activities. Japer mentioned this in a couple videos, but if you preoccupy yourself with something besides cubing, it will make you so you don't feel like cubing or don't even think about cubing. And you will be well rested for the next day, so then when you cube the next day, you will be able to get good results. When you cube the day before, it makes you tired, so when you cube multiple days in a row, you actually get worse solves. And as I showed in the schedule, I said not to cube the day before your competition, so these go hand in hand. So make sure you're doing other activities besides cubing. J-Perm used the example of tennis, where he played tennis all day right before a competition, so when he got home, he didn't even feel like cubing because he was so tired. This could go for like anything, like you go to a friend's house, go to somewhere fun, or even, as J-Perm said, just do sports. And then the last tip is to be ready. So this means like just pack your bag, get everything ready the night before, so by morning you are ready to go to the competition, so you're not in a whole rush. I've packed my bag the morning of a competition and it makes me feel way more rushed and stressed because I want to go to the competition. So make sure that you're prepared and ready to go to the competition, whether that be like stuff like backpacks or whether that be mentally. So make sure that you're ready for anything. So that is it. Thank you for watching the video about how to prepare for a competition. I think you guys will all achieve great results if you apply these things into your competition schedule. So about my competition, I am going to vlog tomorrow, so watch out for that. It's going to be an epic vlog. It'll probably come out after this video, a little while after, because I will have to edit it, but it will be epic. You guys do not want to miss it. Expect like a 2 to 3 week delay before I release the video because I have some other videos planned out, so just make sure you subscribe so you can stay posted on when that video comes out. And don't worry, you won't regret it. Now, back to the video. So yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching, and if you guys want to figure out how to not get an end perm in competitions, go watch the video right here, which is on screen right now. Peace out.